Rough Rider Nation, and welcome to this edition of the Rider Report. I'm Brad Clifford. I'm the athletic director here, and I'm joined today by Jennifer Van Vliet, our brand new assistant volleyball coach for the Rough Riders. Jennifer, welcome to the program.
Thank you, Brad.
Welcome to Yavapai College.
Thank you.
It's good for you to be here. We're happy to have you here. Let me just read through your accolades here and your resume, and then we can talk about it. How about that?
Okay.
See, you're originally from Eden, Ohio. Did I say Eden right?
Yes, you did.
Okay, Eden, Ohio. Spent her collegiate career at University of Northwestern Ohio. You were there from 2011, 2014, where you played as a right side hitter, a middle blocker, and an outside hitter. You finished in the top 10 for the Racers, what a great nickname. Racers in career block solos, block assists, and total blocks. You also earned the Wolverine Hoosier Athletic Conference All-Academic Team in 13 and 14. In 2014, you were also a Daktronics NAIA volleyball scholar athlete and co-team captain. Recently, you were assistant volleyball coach at your alma mater,
Correct.
University of Northwestern Ohio. You also serves as graduate assistant for student advising and student athlete advising and eligibility. And your duties included recruiting, middle blocker training, equipment, travel, team travel, and grade checks, which that kept you busy. And as a GA, you were also assisted with new student orientation, athletic eligibility, weekly academic process, and you were the manager of the athletics books library, which that's a full-time job in itself.
Definitely.
So, all right, so welcome to Yavapai College. How's your first few weeks been for you?
It's been great. The weather here is awesome. Everyone here at Yavapai is so nice and so welcoming. I really like just the culture here.
Good. Yeah, the weather's, compared to Ohio right now, it's probably very good.
Yes, definitely. It's like freezing in Ohio.
Yeah. So we're glad you're here. We're glad you're enjoying your first few weeks. You played all three positions in college, all on the front line. And for us volleyball illiterates, how difficult is that to do, to play three positions like that?
It can be difficult just because the middle is a lot faster tempo, a little bit different arm swing, and the outside you just get a lot of the different out of system balls. So it's different. It's a transition going from like middle right side to outside. Okay,
so it is difficult. What kind of, is there different obviously there's different training for each. What are you doing? What do you do in practice? You're a right side hitter, you're a middle blocker, you're an outside hitter. Do you go to three different practices? What do you do?
You just have to really focus on what your task is at hand at the time and know that you have a different arm swing, a different part of the court that you're approaching to, and just realize that the set and tempo is going to be different for whatever you're running. So just kind of approaching to the ball that you're going to get and not assuming anything. Okay. Just being ready for anything.
So it's technical things that you need to. Now it says you were all-time top 10 all-time for career blocks, solos, block assists, and total blocks. So that's obviously the middle blocker position, or I guess it's all three positions.
Yeah. Okay. It was a combination of middle and right side, I think, personally. Fantastic. A little bit outside.
Well, that's fantastic. That's quite an honor then. Let's see. You got here 2 weeks ago. You had a chance to see the girls in practice. We're going to actually have some scrimmages tomorrow, so you'll be able to see them in live games. What are your thoughts after seeing them only in practice right now?
I think there's a lot of potential there. I think that they're working really hard in the off season, and I know Zach has been working with them since January. Right. And we have about 4 or 5 weeks left until May, until they all go home for summer break. And I think that we can be very good next year, and especially with the recruits that we have coming in as well. Okay,
speaking of recruits, how's it? You've only been here 2 weeks. How's recruiting going?
It's going good. We've kind of cannonballed into it. Right. And we're kind of tying up some loose ends, filling in that 15, 16, 17 spot to make our lineup even that much more competitive. Right. So we're just filling in those extra outside liberos, that kind of stuff.
What do you know about the ACCAC?
I know it's the Arizona Conference.
Okay, all right. It's good volleyball, as you know. I know you know that. So we obviously compete against some of the best in the country. We need to compete with the best. We need to recruit the best, and that's what we're after, as you know. So I'm assuming, and I know, I'm not assuming, I know that Zach's been hot on the trail, and you're hot on the trail to get the best we can get in here.
Definitely.
Good deal. Let's see. What are your goals for the Rough Riders, for a Rough Rider volleyball team here in the near future?
I would say definitely be back at a conference championship and make it to the national tournament again. And I know it happened 2 years ago, and I don't see why it can't happen again this year. So definitely those are some big goals for us, I believe.
How's you've been able, and obviously with being at the university level and competing at that level, off season's huge, and our off season's been going real well. I know the kids are busy practicing. They're in the weight room. How important? Tell me, how important from a volleyball standpoint is the weight room for the players?
So important. Not just from a strength aspect, but to protecting against other injuries as well.
Right.
If you're strong and your body is used to taking that constant athletic pounding, then you will just protect yourself from future injuries. And to be able to do what you want to do and attain your goals, the strength and conditioning really helps in the volleyball world. And
I think it's all sports, obviously, but particularly you hate to see those knee injuries.
Yeah.
And you know, you're never gonna eliminate those injuries, but you can certainly minimize them through the weight training, I think.
Definitely.
Especially in the quad area.
Yes.
So.
Yep.
Cool. All right. So you personally, what are your personal goals as a volleyball coach?
I think just to get better every day, and in a coaching aspect, to keep an open mind. You can learn something new every day. And as a younger coach, I can definitely learn something new every day. So I'm just excited to be here and work towards a conference championship and towards a national tournament berth.
So, okay, I love those answers. But what are your goals? Do you want to be a head coach someday?
Oh, yes, okay, I see. Yep. Ultimately, yes, I would love to be a head coach one day. I want to really learn about what my philosophy should be, and you already have a little bit of what you think it should be, but just coaching with different coaches in different areas, you really get to really see what you want to do and
see what you want to do and what you don't want to do. I know as I was growing up as a coach myself, basketball coach, I always took good things and bad things and turned them into what I wanted them to be. So you got a great opportunity here under Zach. He's a great coach.
Definitely.
And you've obviously tutored under some good coaches back at your alma mater there. All right, little known fact. You were a twin.
Yes, I am.
Is it true? Is there twins anxiety separation there? Separation anxiety?
I wouldn't say not right now. We kind of separated when we went to college.
Okay.
We kind of went to the same school for the first year, and then she decided to go to a different college. So we've kind of been apart for a little while, but we always do think alike, or we're always about on the same page. So
interesting.
Yeah.
So and you have a brother?
Yep.
And he was a wrestler?
Yes, he's finishing out his senior year this year at Findlay University.
Findlay University, okay. Fantastic. So you come from an athletic family?
Yes.
Very nice. All right, what's your best volleyball memory, either as a player, and you can say this now, either as a player or as a coach?
Okay. I would have to say it would be going to the AVCA convention this past year, or this past December in Columbus, Ohio. I actually got to be a demonstrator, so I was playing on the court and demonstrating. And I helped demonstrate for the USA national team assistant coach.
Wow.
So that was cool to be in his drill. And then also the USA men's national team head coach.
Wow.
So that was a really cool thing to be doing drills for them and getting a compliment from them. Hey, you did that right. Thank you.
Right.
That's kind of a big deal.
That is a big deal. That's very neat.
That was pretty cool.
So how did that come about?
I wanted a chance to go to convention, but most athletic departments only have enough money for the head coach to go.
Sure.
And so demonstrators got in free. So I decided, okay, I'll go play a little bit and get access to everything and all the coaches I get to meet and everything. So
good networking tool.
Yeah, definitely.
Fantastic. Well, we're excited to have you here. Thank you for accepting the job. We're looking forward to some good things from the Rough Riders. I'm figuring about 135, 40 days before we throw it up for the first game. And I'm not sure who we start off with, but it's coming quick. It's going to be here soon enough, right?
Sooner than we think.
Exactly. This concludes this edition of the Rider Report. We want to thank Coach Van Vliet, we can say that now, for being with us. Be sure to follow us on Instagram on www.goroughriders.com. Follow us on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter. And as always, go Rough Riders.